Good afternoon, and welcome to another fine episode of Top Grumps. I am one of your hosts, Lee, and I'm joined by my other host, Kris. Good evening, Kris.
Reed, how you doing, like?
I didn't even warn you that I was going to put an accent on, but
You didn't.
no, fine.
Oh,
Um, so, hello, everyone watching. If anyone's wondering what the hell is going on, this is all Molly's fault. Molly said on Anime Club's Friday episode that I have no style. So, screw you, Molly.
this is what you normally wear anyway.
Yeah. Oh, even got a nice little wooden pipe to go with me turtleneck sweater into me blazer. There we go.
Mm.
So, today, we're going on a most excellent adventure through time with Bill and
Oh, we
Ted.
are.
This was
We
one.
are.
One
Sorry, I was going to say I definitely did not get this mixed up with the second one. So,
oh, Molly's taking it all back now. I knew I'd teach you a lesson. No, the second one is still a good film, but I chose this one because this is one of my childhood memories. I remember watching this. I mean, I've probably watched this at least once or twice a year since I can remember. I think it came out in like 1988 or 1989.
89, yeah.
And it's just such a nice adventure film that like fills you with hope and happiness. And it's two really cool guys just on an adventure together. A bit like me and you, Kris.
Yeah. I think we're a bit smarter than these. I mean, I don't think we would probably pass high school history, but we could have a good bash at it.
I don't think I would get an F in high school history, but
Yeah, you'd get the D.
yeah. I think I did get a D in history actually. I didn't do well in many of my exams. I didn't try. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got this mixed up with the second one.
Yeah.
The second one is good. Obviously, I think you said before, it's got the best version of "God Gave Rock and Roll to You" by Kiss,
Yeah.
which it is
Yeah.
amazing. It is the Kiss version, but it's got Steve Vai just absolutely
Yeah.
blasting on his guitar pretty much all the way through.
Do you know
Uh,
that's a cover anyway?
is it?
There's a band, the people who originally sang it are called Argent, English band, which I didn't know till
Oh,
I looked this up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know.
I thought it was their original
Fun
song.
facts with Top Grumps.
Um, but what you prefer the second one over the first one?
Yes, I do, mainly because of that. And I think this one doesn't have a very, it doesn't have a complicated story, does it? It's very basic. You can say it in about a sentence. I mean, we'll probably go through a bit more and do it
Yeah,
more, but it's like the premise. You could pitch it in an elevator between one floor.
yeah. I mean, I think it was just like a stand-up comedy routine originally between three guys. Because originally there was Bill,
Right.
Ted, and Bob. Uh,
Right.
but Bob didn't like the direction that it was going and dropped out. And I mean, Bob probably had a good mind to do that because Bill and Ted was originally meant to be a completely different movie. So it had the same premise of Bill and Ted going
Right.
back in time, but they went back in time and caused a lot of bad things to happen. Like they caused the Titanic to sink. Um, I think they were still collecting people for the history report, but they collected. Um, well, instead of Mozart, they collected a different German historical figure.
Back.
Ah, but no, but they've replaced it in this version with Napoleon because they thought that would be a lot
Ooh.
easier to get into the movie and not have people complaining.
Wait, so in the original film or the concept of the film, did they have the H-man in a water park?
don't know. I mean, I think the movie's just added that in for Napoleon because the water park was called Waterloop, wasn't it? Was it Waterloo or Waterloop? I can't. I don't know.
I can't remember.
I can never understand what they're saying half the time with the "Whoa, bugs, dude." Uh, but no, I think they only put that in because it was like Waterloo, and it was like, oh, we could have a water slide place called Waterloo and have Napoleon there,
Yeah.
which was amazing.
Yeah.
They caused the crash of the Hindenburg. Um, they're just they also went back in time and they were responsible for the first caveman creating fire because they needed fire to light up their joint.
Right. It was one of them kind of films.
Yeah, it was like
And
an
actually,
80s
that
stoner movie.
that's pretty forward for was it 89?
Yeah,
Because you didn't really get stoner movies till like the really late 90s, early 2000s, did you?
I mean, this also changed a lot when they got Keanu and Alex on board
Yeah.
because it was meant to be two high school students that were just like rockers and they were a bit of a dick and nobody
Mm.
liked them. But when you look at Bill and Ted, like they're proper like baby faced, like good looking kids. Don't clip that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck's sake. Uh, I don't want to
It's
clip
me agreeing with you as well.
it. Good looking kids. Um, but yeah, they're like baby faced, like happy go lucky teens that you can't hate them. Like nobody can hate Keanu Reeves. So I think I
Yeah.
had to make it a bit more like family friendly, even though still people get called like a dick and dickweed and stuff like that in this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't actually know that.
But yeah, so do you want to go over what the actual plot of the movie is?
So,
While I just look very sophisticated here.
as we know, there's Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan are two high school kids who are thick as a leg of mince. They are failing all of their it's high school, isn't it?
Mhm.
High school classes. And it starts off with hit them in the history class where they're learning about Caesar and they're talking to the teacher and they're like, oh,
It
it
was,
comes out that they think Caesar's the Caesar dressing guy, which technically he is, but
we
anyway.
think Caesar is a salad dressing dude. Who
Yeah,
who's Noah of Arc? Oh no, who's Joan of Arc?
Joan of Arc. Oh,
Noah's wife.
um, Noah's wife, yeah.
And who was Napoleon?
Oh, but no, I can't remember this now.
He's a short dead dude.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Short dead dude. Um, yeah, I was I was making some stuff while I watched this.
it's no
But
problem.
they were anyway, failing classes and they've got a big test coming up and the on the bare bones of the arse they need this passing grade to isn't it to pass high school?
Yes.
Graduate. Anyway, it is which one is it, Bill or Ted? Uh yes,
Keanu
Ted
Reeves is
comes
Ted.
home. Yes. So Keanu Reeves, Ted, comes home and his dad's the chief of police. And he's just like, look, if you don't graduate high school, I'm going to send you away to this army boot camp, which is pretty much a trope in it.
Yeah.
Tearaway kids go to the army camp. And obviously he doesn't want that. But while this is happening in the background, we see Rufus in the future in a utopian society where they say party on and be good to each other. Um, they don't want Bill and Ted to be split up because they're destined for greater things. So Rufus has to come back in time to the Circle
Rufus.
K, to the Circle K, and correct this time loop so they stay together and end up creating this utopian society where everyone's amazing because they form a band called the Wild Stallions, which they're already in, but they kind of play instruments. Um, and with their music, they unite the world.
Yeah. it is a strange time loop as well. Do you know
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Rufus never introduces himself.
Yeah.
So they meet Rufus, but then their future selves show up and they're like, Rufus! And like, listen to this guy. So it's like, how do they know he's called Rufus? Only because they told
Yeah.
themselves that. But if they never got told of Rufus, how do they know that he was called that in the first place? And it's paradox.
Was that did they miss out a scene or something, or was it a deleted scene where he goes, "Hi, I'm Rufus," or something like that?
No, it's just there's quite a few different paradox things in this, and the fact that like they don't seem to have any effect on history from when they've gone back.
They do because Joan of Arc goes back in time to train a
An
French
aerobics
army, but
instructor.
with aerobics instructor, and to this day they still fight like aerobics instructors.
Yeah. Oh, what else? There's some other weird stuff in this. Uh.
But while you're thinking of other paradoxes, basically Rufus comes in a phone box. This phone box is a time machine, a lot like the TARDIS. I think it's based on that.
No.
But
Um.
oh
Sorry. I'm going to butt in one more time. Originally,
no, it's fine.
it was meant to be an old Chevy van, but then they were like, "Oh no, this is
Right.
too close to Back to the Future. Let's use a phone box as well." Nobody uses a phone box to travel through time.
True.
They'd never
True.
heard of Doctor Who before.
To be fair, I don't blame them because unless you live outside of the UK or I don't know, where's it Swansea that always go or Cardiff? I don't know. It's somewhere in Wales. That's where Doctor Who lives, and yeah, unless you live in them, no one will have heard of them. That little series that no one knows about. But yeah, oh hi Becca. Um, so they use this telephone box to go back in time to. I presume that the original like idea was to learn from these historical figures, but instead they just nick them to bring them back to the future.
Yeah.
Because like you'll meet someone like Billy the Kid, and they'll just be like, "Come with me."
Well,
Okay.
well, they accidentally, because Napoleon sees the phone box and he's like, "Sacre bleu, shoot them," and the
Yeah.
shooter cannon. Napoleon accidentally gets blown towards the time stream and gets sucked in with them. Rufus takes off on the other end outside of Ted's house, and they find Napoleon lying on the floor. And Ted's like, "I had the
Yeah,
most
yeah,
excellent idea," and they decide to
yeah,
kidnap people from throughout history.
yeah, yeah. So the kidnapped Napoleon, Billy the Kid, Socrates, otherwise known as Socrates, Joan of Arc. There is the Sigmund Freud, Genghis Khan, and
You know, right? And there's a mistake that I'm going to point out in this. So they go back to when is it like
12 something.
1750 or something? I don't know when, or 1270 or something. Whenever Genghis Khan is around,
Yeah.
they didn't go back to when Genghis Khan's around. The year they travelled to is like 60 years later or something like that. So it would have been his son Kublai Khan. So
I think
have the movie
I
makers
think
just made a mistake, or have they took Kublai Khan away by mistake?
I th I think I think right, so I think he says the wrong time, but in the title card where it says they go back to this certain time, it is the right time,
Right. So
but he says it wrong.
it's just Bill and Ted are stupid.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say that they've got the dates wrong.
Okay,
Just
cool.
like they got back too early or something, didn't they, as well?
Oh
But yeah,
yes.
so they get all these historical figures together. Make at one point they lose Napoleon in a water park, like we said before. Um, while they leave the rest of the historical figures in the mall to just pick up lasses and experience modern-ish times in 1989. They all come together at the end to present a amazing history report with all of these characters. I don't know how like Genghis Khan does it really? Because he must not know anything that's going on. But um, and they get a passing grade and save the day because they're all together.
Yeah, and Abraham Lincoln closes the show, doesn't he? Who,
Abe Lincoln.
ironically, his last scene is him being shot in front of a live audience.
Yes.
Too soon? Uh,
Right. At least he wasn't in a balcony.
yeah, I suppose. Had to get one horrible joke in. I'll probably be too wholesome for the rest of this episode because, like I said, I love it, but I imagine you're going to make some horrible jokes.
Do you know what it is? I've got one nonce mention, but that's about it.
Right. Actually, I have got one non-mention as well, which it's
It's
probably
probably
the
the same
same.
one.
Yeah, Waterloo.
No.
Oh,
Oh, maybe. I've
right.
got two then. Sorry.
All right. Right. Um. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole plot of the film, isn't it? They have got some
Yeah.
other time
Yeah.
loop problems, like at the beginning, Ted's dad, Captain Logan, mentions that his keys are missing, and he accuses Ted of stealing them.
Yeah.
And they do the whole like, oh well, we'll go back and we'll leave the keys here, and then we'll do this. And they do a lot of stuff like that, which it's like it technically could work, but
Yeah.
how did they get a bin to fall on his dad at that exact moment in time?
I think that's what Paul would say is movie magic,
Ah, it is movie magic.
plot twist, plot magic.
Um, I need to mention Waterloo.
Yeah.
Napoleon wasn't depicted accurately, unless the water was cold. Now he's wearing this like white swimsuit, and you can sort of see through it a bit, and there's not much there. Napoleon had a massive dick. I'm sorry, but he did. I know because I've
Yeah.
seen a cast of it. Um, you know that when Napoleon died, they chopped his dick off, sold it, and it went on exhibition around like different art museums and exhibits and stuff.
Right.
It's now owned by some family in America who
Right.
they don't put it on exhibit anymore, but which is even weirder. Like if you had
Yeah.
Napoleon's dick, you could be like, oh well, we'll put like it's part of like a museum piece on Napoleon. But to be like, oh, I've got Napoleon's dick in the cupboard. Very weird.
Yeah.
But
It's either you hide it in your cupboard or you put it in your. I'm guessing that they're rich enough to have like a massive porch or like a entranceway into the house.
but yeah, he was a short man, but he made up for it in other areas.
Most short people are, to be fair. Anyway.
I'll set you up for that.
uh,
um, what, did you say why you prefer the second one over this?
yeah, I think it's got more story. It's got more comedy bits because sometimes this feels a bit like it feels a bit rushed and a bit like I don't know. I was just more present watching the second one, and it's got death in it, and I love the Grim Reaper playing games and
I mean that is cool, but for me, I prefer the more like adventure stuff. Where in this one, they're traveling through time to loads of different eras,
Mhm.
and they've got like a mission. Whereas the second one, there's a villain, but I don't think he's that good of a villain. It's just some old guy that wants to kill Bill and Ted, and that's like his whole goal in life. Um,
Yeah,
and then the third one, have you seen the third one?
probably is that the newest one in 2020 or something?
Yes, and it's
No, I haven't then.
oh, see, I love that one as well. I don't think it was received very well, but it's Bill
Right.
and Ted's daughters, Thea and Billy, I think they're called, and they basically travel through time and collect musicians to help the dads write the greatest song that unites all of civilization and aligns the planets. And they go back and they get
Ah,
like Louis Armstrong, the Nazi trees are green. And Jimi Hendrix. I know that was a really good impression, by the way. Uh,
You're not going to do Jimi Hendrix?
uh, oh, actually, there we go. You can't hear it on your end. Actually, I can't hear it on my end. I hope it played. Otherwise, it's just me going. Uh, um, hopefully it played.
Every time you do it, I'm going to do it so you kind of like steal it.
Right, ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. Got our Bill and Ted moment in, hopefully. Oh, then Molly's
Oh,
confirmed it played good. It worked.
hey,
Um, or they get Mozart in the third one, and they get all of these amazing musicians, and they also get Kid Cudi, who's like some like rapper from like 2022 or whenever the film came out, who I've never heard of. He seems like a nice
right,
guy, but for someone who had like a 2022 rapper to be jamming on stage with like Jimi Hendrix and Louis Armstrong and all of these like amazing musicians, it was just like this feels very out of place. But
to,
it's got the adventure all the way through the film and the go to hell and meet death again.
right,
Um, so it's like got a kind of mix between the first and second movie. But it's good. I
right.
enjoyed it.
Oh, I might give that a watch then. Also, right, I need to ask you a question. If you could go back in time, right, to any time ever, only backwards, what time would it be, and what would you do?
Oh, um,
With because you've got 2025 knowledge.
oh, I didn't even think about using me knowledge in the past. My first thought was like, oh, imagine if I got to go and join the Spartans or something like that.
Oh, they would chuck me off a cliff.
I think they would me as well. I don't know. Like, because you could go back and like, I've only just started thinking of the good I could do. I was thinking about like, oh, I could go and like fight in these wars and things like that, and have sword fights and be a knight and things like that. Could go back and like kill Hitler or prevent like September the 11th. You do all of these
I
like
mean,
really good things.
to be honest, Lee, even if you went back to the time when Hitler was knocking about, it's still a quite a task to kill Hitler, unless you like strangled him as a baby.
Yeah, had the same thought. What about
Oh,
you?
but even then, you've just chinned a baby.
True.
You'd have to live
I,
with
I
that.
I couldn't kill baby Hitler as bad as he was. I
Yeah.
couldn't. You just look at him and be like, it's a baby. What harm can he do?
You could give him some pointers and get him into art school. Maybe that would have just
Uh,
calmed him down a bit.
yeah. Where would you go?
But I don't know. 'Cause I keep thinking maybe I could go back in time to, I don't know, Victorian England and tell them that if they wash their hands, you won't die as much as from infection when you're doing surgery and that. Because if they think, have you ever seen them old diagrams where they show you a sperm just looks like a human curled up and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, that's what they used to think. Or to save you from drowning, they used to like blow smoke up your bum. You could just be like, it doesn't work like this and be regarded as a medical genius.
Hmm.
But oh, do you know when you're like elbow deep in like viscera in someone else's guts? If you just wash your hands before, it helps with soap. And they'd be like, that's amazing, that Chris.
Actually, I can play guitar still, and I probably can still play most of Metallica's back catalogue. So I could always just travel back
Oh.
to like just before Metallica get formed. Obviously, tell them not to hire Lars Ulrich, and become a world famous musician.
Oh, do you know if Metallica didn't exist, do you think we'd still have Napster?
Exactly. See, I'll be like, listen, guys, we've got enough money. We've made lots. Just let them download our music. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh,
I have actually got a few notes for this movie. I'm just wondering if there's anything in here. Yeah.
I still can't believe George Carlin's in this. He used to be massive. Like, I remember like when I was in college and stuff, and people used to like, because he used to have like talking comedy bits where like, isn't it weird how blah de blah, and he was massive at that time.
Yeah, the said that the apparently got really lucky getting him because it was just meant to be a small film, and they
Ah,
were reaching out, just like trying to like luckily grab anyone that they could. Rufus, like they approached people like Sean Connery. Um, got to travel full time, Bill and Ted. I shot this job. Um,
be excellent to each other.
I think Charlie Sheen
Only,
might have been one of the people that they tried to get for Rufus as well.
only hit the babes with the palm of your hand.
Oh,
Charlie Sheen.
Eddie Van
He
Halen.
was
They wanted Eddie Van Halen for Rufus as well because of all Van Halen puns that they were making throughout.
right.
But they didn't
Ah,
have any budget, so couldn't.
yeah,
I've never
fair.
seen I've never seen a George Carlin stand up before.
Have you not? I've seen more clips of it and like little excerpts, and he's basically just kind of like a common sense person, and some of his rants are funny, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
He's not more of a jokey type of person. He's more of a
I've only seen him in films. One of which is this, and one of which we're talking about on Sunday with Jay and Silent Bob
oh yeah,
Strike Back. Follow the
I forgot
rules
he's
of
in
the
that as
book.
well.
Uh,
Oh, let's ask Grass or
um,
aye.
do you want to? Is there anything else you want to go over with this, or do you want to have a look at our questions?
Eh, nah, I wouldn't get in. The only things I would want to get into is on my list anyway.
Yeah.
Also, there's no deaths in this, really, is there?
Well, we'll get to that. Don't you worry.
Right. Okay. Okay.
There's plenty of deaths in this. So, best quote.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
I nearly opened with that, but then it was like, oh, I'm doing a posh thing.
Ah.
I can't do the strange things are afoot at the Circle of K.
Yeah, it just sets the tone.
It's
Even though
iconic.
like the Kmart or Circle K it's a very very small part in this.
Yeah. Although it does show up twice, I suppose. It's one of the most important places in the film because it is where
Uh,
they get the time machine.
yeah, fair.
Mine is just one word. My favorite quote in this. It's in the mall scene when they decide to go and hit on the girls. There's Billy the Kid, Sigmund Freud, and Socrates,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they walk over and it's like, I am Sigmund Freud. You can call me Siggy. And they're like, oh my god, you're such a geek. And my favorite line in this film is just Socrates just laughing his tits off, and he just goes, geek. And just walks away. It's just
Yes.
that idea of a 71-year-old philosopher just priest
Yeah.
calling Sigmund Freud a geek is just real to us.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
What's next?
Oh,
Okay,
I've I know. Can I do a special mention for our best quote as well?
of course.
I can't. It is I can't remember what part this is. Um, it is Bill. Um, oh yes, when do you know when at the presentation at the end where Bill is on the couch and Ted's like watching. Or is it the other way around? Sorry, I'm getting them
Yeah,
mixed up.
Ted's on the couch because Ted
Yes.
doesn't want to get on the. Bill doesn't want to get on the couch.
Yeah.
He's like, I just got a minor Oedipus complex.
That's what it was, yeah.
Oh, and Missy's sitting in the audience, just like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's weird as well. Like, it's just like, oh, tell your teacher I said hi, and then she shows up to school and goes sits next to him. She was clearly
Yeah.
banging her teacher to get a better grades.
Yeah,
Al-
yeah.
Although she is like all the way through the movies,
19.
she is like the slutty sort of like lass in it. In the third
Yeah.
one, because she marries Ted, no, she marries Bill's dad, like in the first one.
Hmm.
In the third one, it opens with Deacon, uh, Bill's brother, his wedding to Missy, and the dad's just sitting in the audience, just like crying his eyes out. So she gets around.
Oh no. Yeah, yeah.
What's next is the best character.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Um,
Go on, you go first then.
so I've got Ted Theodore Logan
Yeah.
because he's just the best out of the two, and you've got to pick one of the main characters. I mean, besides that, I'm gonna pick Beethoven.
All right. What is it you like about Beethoven?
He's
Beethoven?
Beethoven, um, purely because of his scene in the mall. Do you know when he's playing on all the keyboards? Yeah.
Boop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, See, I haven't picked Bill or Ted. They are really good characters, but my favorite in
Mm.
this is Napoleon. He's just such a
Oh,
dick, but it's hilarious. Like,
yeah.
what is it? When they're eating ice cream and like the whole Ziggy Piggy scene, and he's like, all the kids are eating it, and there's this fully grown man, and he's like, on, and just everything's in French, and the girl goes to get the last scoop of ice cream, and he just like crosses like swords with her, and he's like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah,
and steals the last bit, and he's covered in ice cream, and they take him bowling, and he's like looking around, like puts his like pencil above the score, and he's like looking around so that they can't, making sure they're not seeing what he's doing, but it's all on a fucking big camera up above him, and he puts a one in front
yeah.
of his score, and the kids are just like, what a dick. And the kids ditch him, and I love when he's like standing outside, he's being thrown out the bowling alley, and he's just like, Dico! Dico! Oh,
Oh,
so yeah, Napoleon. Oh, and also like his presentation at the end as well. It's class where he's got the map and it shows his invasion of Russia and he's planned to invade Russia, and Ted's just like, oh, I
mm.
don't think that's gonna work, man. Which it doesn't, because he failed invading Russia, and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just whacks everything on the board. He's like, victory, Napoleon.
yeah.
Love him.
Yeah, yeah.
Worst character,
Oh, right. Bill's dad.
Captain Logan. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, my finger keeps disappearing. Ah.
Ah. One, he's a dick, and two, he's shagging his son's.
Oh,
No, I meant the other one.
oh, did you mean Bill's dad?
Um,
The one that
Bill's
Missy's.
dad. Yeah,
Ah, right. No, I mean
Bill's
Ted's
dad.
dad. Well, we have it. Oh, after tip
Ah,
touch back. Uh,
that's why your finger was disappearing. He's shagging his son's high school crush,
yeah,
and a 19-year-old at that. I mean, what adult man has like with a 19-year-old?
yeah. Um, oh, and in his son's bedroom as well. He's like, I can't believe your dad's going for in your room.
Oh,
Yeah, gross. But yeah, mine is Captain Logan because he's just a massive dickhead. Um,
yeah,
Trying to send Ted away to military camp when Ted's destined to save the world, and it's like,
yeah.
just fuck you.
So what? So just theoretically, right? Somehow, some way, you ended up the chief of police in this town in where is it? San Dimas, and you have a son. I don't know where his mom is. And he does nothing all day. He pisses about with his mate. He's in a band where he cannot play the guitar, but he's a guitarist. Failing school, what would you do?
I mean, I wouldn't send him away to military camp, like, because
No.
I would never send Lara away, but I would actually put more effort into like sitting down and reading with her and actually doing
Yeah.
some extra work and extra homework and shit, so that she can do the things that she's supposed to be doing at school. And it's like if that eats into her time or his time playing in a band that he doesn't actually do anything in, then that's tough because he should be getting a high school education.
I kind of wanted a non-real answer, please. See you slap my boat or something.
Yeah, I'd nothing on, man.
Send him to double military school.
What's next? Worst character. Oh no, that was worst character. What's next? Is it
Best death?
best death? Right,
So I've got note for this, so but apparently you do.
right. So first up, we've got Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid. Interesting fact: he could have quite easily, if he hadn't decided to live a life of crime, he could have just been easily known as Billy the Cheese Factory Worker, because Henry, as he is his real name, Henry, worked in a cheese factory before he decided to go and rob a food shop to get food because he was skint, which in turn he got arrested, ended up hanging around with gangs and things like that.
Huh?
He kept escaping from prison every time he got arrested. He took part in shooting a deputy and a sheriff, and he got arrested again for that, which he was supposed to be sentenced to death, like by hanging. But he escaped from prison again, killed two deputies, and then he went off and he was drinking in some bar in Mexico, I think it was, and some sheriff like tracked him down and shot him and killed him. So
Right.
there's Billy the Kid's death. Next up, we've got Socrates. Socrates was, as Ted mentions in
Oh,
this movie, he was a bad influence on kids because of his teachings, where they said that he was like disrespecting the Greek gods. So this 71-year
mhm,
old man, they poisoned him with hemlock.
right.
What
Oh, I thought that was a turtle one.
turtle one?
There is a
Oh,
philosopher who had a baldy head, and hawks. I think it's in Greece or somewhere. Used to open the turtle from the shell. They used to like fly them up and then drop them on rocks, and one of them landed on a philosopher's head, and I
I've,
thought that was Socrates or Socrates.
I've heard that. I just want to point out, Paul's just joined the chat. Happy birthday, Paul, and also happy birthday,
Hey,
Jake. Two of the
yes,
best people in the world, and they both have the birthday on the same day. So love you guys. Hope you have a good
happy
day.
60th.
Um, who's next is um Sigmund Freud. Oh, actually, I don't actually know how Sigmund Freud died. I think he just had a heart attack, something like that.
Normal death.
Ludwig van Beethoven. I mean, he's dead. I mean, he was like around in like the 17th century or 15th century or something like that.
Uh,
He's dead. Joan of Arc. Right. This is probably my second best death. So Joan of Arc, aka the Maiden, because she was just a little virgin. I'll point that out. Um, I don't know why. She led the French to victory in the Hundred Years' War. This is me just doing a little history lesson over like most of these people.
yeah.
So she led the French to victory in the Hundred Years' War, um, and said she was on a mission from God. Which, while she was helping win the war, everyone was like, "Oh yes, great! Rally our troops, help us win." As soon as the war was finished, they went, "Why are you wearing men's clothes? That's blasphemy. Report to the
Hmm.
Catholic Church, and I want you to tell them everything that you're thinking, all of these things about God." She said that she answers to no one but God, so they burnt her at the stake, pretty much
Shouldn't have been doing it.
just for wearing men's clothes, which is a shame because When was this? Like the 1600s or something like that? I don't know. But yeah,
Mm.
it's not often that a woman back then got off the Ross and got a job without the suffragettes telling them to.
Yeah.
She went out of her way and actually kicked some ass. That might have been a little bit out of order. I'm sorry. Um, Sorry, women in the chat. The suffragettes were brilliant. They made a huge difference in the world, and I'm just being a dick. Um,
Cut that out, please. Cut that out. Cut it.
um, Abraham Lincoln, obviously shot in the head in his, what's it called?
Theatre.
Theatre. But my favourite one, Genghis Khan. So, Genghis Khan, absolute brute of a man, but not completely. He was quite a good guy in some places. Now he was very good to
Mm.
all his like loyal followers and like his friends and family and everything like that. He even helped battle global warming by by killing 40 million people and reducing the CO2 levels. But let's just forget that bit. He helped solve global warming back then.
Yeah, yeah.
So all of these amazing battles and fights and brutality stuff that Genghis Khan went through, and then he fell off his horse and died. And that's the death I'm picking. Genghis Khan fell off a horse.
And that's the best, even after getting burnt alive.
Well, it's because that's such an epic death. And it's like, that was Joan of Arc, who was one of like history's greatest leaders,
Yeah.
and got burnt at the stake, and that is such a cool way to go. But then you have Genghis Khan, who's responsible for 40 million deaths and building one of the greatest empires ever in history. And he fell off his
Greatest
fucking
equal
horse.
warrior.
Yeah. And it's just so fucking stupid. Like you would, if you were like, "Oh, how did
Yeah.
Genghis Khan die?" If you didn't know, you would be like, "Oh, well, he was a great warrior. He must have died in battle, or nobody ever beat him, and he died of old age on his throne." No,
Yeah.
he fell off a fucking horse. It's so it's shit.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like how they died that way. It's better than he was captured by the enemy and I don't know, uh, Pearl of Anguish to death or something.
I like Genghis Khan as well. Like, do you know his enemies? He would defeat them, and then proper true Goku style, he would make them join his army, and he would appoint them as his generals. So it's like Goku beating Vegeta and then being like, "Come and join the team," or beating Tien and be like,
I
come on, fight with us."
I mean that was after he killed all the women and children and that though.
I'll skip that bit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, so that's all the deaths. So you're picking Joan of Arc as your best one, are you?
Um, yeah, yeah. She brung like you could say that a death like lit up the room. You know.
um, I just had like an out of body experience for a moment there, being like, "This is very weird." Sitting dressed in like a turtleneck sweater, holding a like wooden pipe, giving a history lesson on Top Grumps. The least
Molly did
likely
this.
thing that you could ever expect. It is Molly's fault. Oh, what's next? Is it best moment?
Wait, is that an actual pipe or is it a fake
What?
pipe?
It's an actual pipe. I did consider cutting a bit in the bottom so I could like stick my pipe in the bottom and like just sneakily
Yeah,
smoke it.
yeah, yeah.
But then it was like, I'd ruin it. I don't know how bad it would end up.
Yeah. It's your fault, Molly, because you called Lee classless.
Yeah. Well,
So
she didn't use those words exactly. I said something bad about mullets, and Molly was like, "Oh, well, we have to listen to Lee because we all know he's like the peak of fashion or something along those
oh
lines."
Actually, Molly's just saying that. Sorry, it's my fault because I am a woman. So we'll just leave it at that and move on.
There's nothing wrong with being a woman. But Molly, did you lead
Yeah.
the French to victory in a war that lasted 100 years? No. See, there's women out there doing. I'm just going to stop there. I'll dig myself into a very bad hole. Um,
Tune in next week when Lee comes on dressed as a woman.
I've done that before.
Oh,
Go and watch
yeah,
the
true.
Baywatch episode, everyone. Say he's in a bikini. Um,
Oh,
best moment. What have you picked for that one?
the whole mall scene I've put
Exactly what
it.
I've put. Just the
It's
whole
got. It's
the
got
whole
to
mall
be.
scene with extremes. Do you want to play like the?
Oh, oh the
Yeah, but
yeah. A bit. So basically, all of the characters in history except Napoleon are loose in the mall, so they find like an aerobics class going on. So Joan of Arc kicks the leader off the podium and starts teaching that. Billy the Kid, Socrates, and Sigmund Freud are trying to pick up teenagers. Genghis Khan's found the sporting goods place and started batting things.
that is the best part of the mall scene, mind. Also, he's played by Al Leong. Do you know who Al Leong
Right.
is?
Is he the extra, the famous extra guy?
Yes, he's like he's a henchman in like every movie. Die Hard.
Yes, with the Snicker bar.
Yes, Die Hard, the one that steals
Yes.
the. Yeah, he's in all that Russell, Big Trouble in Little China. I think he's
Yep.
in
Yep. Yep.
maybe
Yep.
his Lethal Weapon somewhere or something. But yeah, he's there's even a documentary and it's called something like Al Leong, the greatest henchman in history, or something like that.
Mm. To be fair, he does nail the look. He's got not even like his physical features, just his look. He looks like a henchman.
Yeah,
Like that 1,000 yard stare. But
but
yeah,
I love it.
Mozart playing the music. No, not Mozart. Beethoven. Playing the in the music store on the keyboards. And what else is there? That's it, isn't it?
I think so. Is it? Yeah, I need to go back to Genghis Khan,
Right.
and he picks up the baseball bat and puts his club down, and he's like. And like spinning the
Yeah,
club
yeah,
round
yeah.
and he starts beating the mannequin up. And the security guard's like, we've got a live one, I'm gonna need some backup. And he gets a skateboard and he's got ice hockey gear on and an American football helmet. And he's like,
Yeah.
Genghis Khan jumping off his skateboard onto a trampoline, doing a flip over a security guard and landing on the skateboard on the other side, all whilst beating up people with his baseball bat. It's just
Do,
cinematic
do you know what?
greatness.
Do you know what I thought I was most impressed at with the moves that Genghis Khan did? Was do you know when he first gets the skateboard and he puts his foot in the end so it points up like that and just rams it into his shin? And I'm like, oh, that would hurt that.
It's surprising that they didn't have like worse stuff happen to them because there's this. I need to make 2 points about this. So Billy the Kid is running around the mall just shooting his guns in the air and stuff, and there wasn't like
I
any
want to talk
armed.
about this after as
There was
well.
no armed response. And then even
Yeah.
worse, the school.
That's what I was just gonna say, because they're acting rowdy, so he shoots out one of the spotlights, and all the kids, the teachers as well, are just like, all right, we'll pay attention now. Mint.
Jesus Christ, man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
well, now they got a problem.
but no, that mall scene is fucking epic. Um, the whole I love the whole soundtrack in this movie. Um,
Yeah.
like if we couldn't think of a best death, like before I thought, oh well, all of the historical people really die in real life. I was going to say, oh, what's your
Uh,
favorite song in the movie? But you- you'd probably just say extremes. Do you want to play for the shopping mall?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what's next then? Awkward boner moment. I think we're going
Awkward
to have the
boner.
same thing for this as well.
Yeah. Do you want to do it?
Napoleon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Just the just the whole water park scene.
yeah.
If
Also, where does he get that swimsuit from?
I don't know. I don't know if it's his like underclothes underneath his actual things.
You can clearly tell he's wearing underpants under there.
Yeah,
White ones.
yeah. I mean, you can see whether he's Jewish or not, like because the outline doesn't really leave anything to the imagination. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's very see through and it's a bit gross. But yeah, if he had a boner all the way through that whole scene, that would have been the worst thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to
I
elaborate
I
any more
put
on this? Because that's all I can
I'd
think about.
definitely
Is
just put when do you know when he goes down that first slide and then he starts going up in the queue and carrying the kids. That's when I said because he does
I didn't want to say that
weirdly,
bit. I
obviously,
thought I'd leave that bit for you.
because it is the late 80s, early 90s. Child abduction didn't exist back then, so everyone was okay with having strange men dressed in white clothes and the outline of the knob shown carrying the kids up the stairs perfectly fine back then.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that was my specific moment.
Right. And last of all, what would you rate this out of five?
So if it was two, I would have went five, but because it's one, I've went four.
I'm gonna go five.
Right?
The
I
second one,
thought you would.
I would only give the second one like maybe it's a 3.5, and it's literally just because
Right.
it's got a villain in, and I
Hmm.
don't think he's a good villain. And I always say that
Right.
every movie that has a villain is only as good as its villain, and he barely shows up.
Fair.
It's just the robots walking around for most of it, doing the bad stuff with some guy in the
Yeah.
background. Yeah. And all of the time loop stuff in that one's just stupid. Like at the end, at the concert, where they're like, "Oh, I'll remember to bring a laser gun with us," and the bad guy just has a laser gun in his pocket, and they're like, "Oh, I'll remember to tie a sandbag to the ceiling." But it's like, how would
Ah, yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
have gotten out of there to get in your phone box and go back in time if he's already standing in front of you with a laser gun?
Because they remember to do it.
But if they got shot, they wouldn't be able to remember to do it and go. And that bit's always just messed with my head. Also, as a kid, I was a little bit scared of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Right.
Um,
Was it the devil?
no, it was Robo Bill and Ted. Do you know when
Oh,
they push them off the cliff and then spit on them?
yeah.
Like I don't know why I was scared of that, and I think it's because like Bill and Ted were like kind of heroes to us growing up because they were just so
Right.
cool. And for these two robots to kill them, it just like broke me heart as a child.
Oh,
And I think that's why I didn't like it when I was a child. But
well, fair enough.
yeah. Is there anything else to go over in this movie?
Uh, Not that I can think of. Du-du-du. Nah.
Like, okay, right. Well, I'm worried to ask this. Um, please, please, let's not do the John Candy horror clown movie.
We're not. I was tempted, but I'm gonna leave that for monsters to
All
do
right, okay, that's
because
fine.
that's their bag, so it's fine. But I am gonna leave it a surprise for next week.
All right, okay,
I'll t I'll tell you after, but I'm not gonna tell everyone else.
okay. And I think that's our last. Is next week's episode our last one of the year?
Yeah, oh, I think so because we said we would have a break in December.
Yeah.
I don't think we've
Um,
actually said
no, we
25th.
we
Yeah.
said off screen that we're just going up to the end of November.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
cool. Although we might do a Christmas special.
Should we do something good for Christmas?
Yeah,
I'll be game for that. I've got a lot. We'll have a lot of time to not do anything, so we can make it extra special.
yeah, cool. get some people on.
Yeah,
Cool.
sounds good. But
Cool.
I was going to say, besides Top Grump stuff, we've got stuff coming out on Friday.
Yeah.
Two things.
We've had loads of grumps lately because there was you on Sunday's episode on the John Candy one on the Sunday podcast. Then we've got today.
Uh-huh.
Then we've got Straw Chats on Friday.
Yeah.
And then we've got another Top Grumps episode on Friday at 8 o'clock with special guest Phoebes.
Yes. Top anime grumps.
Yeah. But
yeah, we're doing Gachakuza. Gachiakuza.
yeah, but nobody knows how to say the name of this program. Like I keep calling it Gachi Yakuta, which it's definitely got a T in there at the end somewhere, and it starts with a G, and then everything else is just a blur in the middle.
That sounds like I've got Yakuta though.
It's basically about really good bin men in the future or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot more interesting than that. Please tune in on Friday.
Give it a watch. It'll be fun anyway. But yeah, I think that's us. No, and on Sunday,
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Are you gonna dress as Jay or Silent Bob?
No, I'm way too skint at the minute. Like my house is fucked. But I was gonna look at buying a Silent Bob outfit because I think I would probably fit Silent Bob better than like the clean faced Jay.
I'm surprised that you would be able to afford it with all the renovations you've done behind you. It looks like you've got a new Chesterfield couch, solid oak tables, the lot.
Yep. And Molly's saying Lee needs to make Kris watch his favourite Christmas film, which is Love Actually.
Yeah, I know.
I could have picked a more manly film and been like, Die Hard. But Love Actually is amazing. I watch it every Christmas. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and whose side are you on with a necklace?
I'm on Alan Rickman's side.
I think you should end it on that. No explanation needed.
I don't like Emma Thompson. And yeah, just divorce her and shag your hot secretary. It's fine. Thanks for being Thanks for watching. Don't be a grump, be a top grump. And remember, be excellent to each other. And be excellent to each other. And Kris, what do you say?
What?
Be excellent to each other and
I don't know.
Party on, dude!
Party.